let's talk about how you can use AI as your personal assistant. So, in this video, we're going to talk about ChatGPT and show you some ways you can use this tool to really free up some time, to streamline your workflow, to become more efficient and productive. So let's jump into this first tip. So, if you're overwhelmed with your to do list or you just need some help prioritizing your to do list, then this tip will be a game changer for you. So, basically, I want ChatGPT to act as my project manager. So, I have this prompt that I'm going to paste in here, and all these prompts will be listed below the video. So, you can use them and kind of fill them in to work for your position or your role. So I'm asking ChatGPT to act as my project manager. So I'm saying, you're going to help me prioritize my to-do list and then help me accomplish some of those tasks. So then I'm going to give it more context, and you want to be really, really specific and give as much detail as possible to get a really good output. So I'm giving them all the detail about my role, so that I teach high school, how many periods there are in a day, how long those periods are, how much time I have for planning, the tools that I use. And then here's my ask. So I'm currently working on designing comprehensive lesson plans for my second semester of the school year, and I'm very overwhelmed by the task. I need to create my lesson plans, and I want them to include ideas for how I can use the AI tools I listed above. So, and then I list out all the different things I need. So I need to decide on my units, figure out how many teaching days, all the different things that I need to figure out. And then I say, can you break this down into manageable tasks for me and create a schedule to help me get all this done, with my schedule being Monday to Friday and only having 1.5 periods for planning, with each period being 45 minutes long. So I'm going to select enter. Okay, so it might take a few seconds to load, but here's ChatGPT's response. So they're showing me how I can break my tasks into manageable steps and then create a schedule that aligns with my planning time. So you can see right here, there's step 1, that includes all the different elements that I have. And then here's my schedule Monday through Friday. So week 1. And then for each day of the week, it has it broken out what I can get done based on those chunks that I have. So it's saying, assuming you have 67.5 minutes per day for prep, which is pretty accurate based on those periods that I put in there. And then it's breaking it down into chunks for me for each day for each week. So this is super, super helpful. And you can see what I'm focusing on for each week. And it did that for a month, basically. And then here are my suggestions for maximizing the tools that I listed above. So super helpful. Honestly, the hardest part about getting started is having that overall plan of what you need to accomplish and kind of breaking that down into bite-sized chunks. And ChatGPT just streamlined that for me and made that so quick and easy. So another great way to use ChatGPT is to generate email responses. So I use this constantly, and it saves me so much time. So for this one, I put in here that I wanted it to act as a 4th grade teacher and write an email to students' parents and guardians requesting their participation in the holiday festival, highlighting the areas that they can help, so listing those out, and then again giving those specific details that the email should be 1 to 2 paragraphs long and should have a friendly but professional tone. So, and this is what it generated. It has a subject line for me, and then it wrote out that email and includes those different elements. And then I can come in here and further customize this. So maybe I want this section right here to stand out more. So for this one, I want it to be in bullet points. So I just come down here and say, can you put the second paragraph in bullet points for the key areas? And then it regenerated that email with that middle section now broken out into bullet points. So it just kind of pops out more to those parents and guardians. And I can come in here and I can copy this and then take it into whatever email platform that I'm using. And then you can further refine that. If you want ChatGPT to update something else, you can keep iterating, having that conversation. They'll keep updating that for you. Another great way to use ChatGPT to save time with email responses is if you get an email in and you want it to reply to that email for you. So I said, can you write a friendly reply to this email, and then copy and pasted that email in here. And then you can see ChatGPT's response. And then this one felt a little stiff and professional, didn't really feel like it had my tone. So further down, I say, can you make the tone more natural and less robotic? And then they generated a new response that sounded much more friendly, less robotic, and more like the tone that I would use in my email. So it's super quick and easy and just saves a ton of time generating emails. And maybe the response isn't perfect, but it gives you that starting point of what to say, and you can go in and further refine that. The last tip for how to use ChatGPT as your personal assistant is to create meeting agendas and help you prepare for meetings that you have. So you can see I put in this prompt here. I have a 2-hour meeting with a group of 10 people about our upcoming holiday festival. I want to make sure we are productive and effective. Can you create an agenda for an upcoming team meeting? And then I put in a list of the things that we need to talk about. And then it generated the response and it gave me my team meeting agenda. So you can see there's the welcoming and opening, and it has everything broken out in minutes to help us stay on that timeline of fitting everything into those 2 hours. And you can see that it generated this whole outline for me that I can now copy and paste and use in my team meeting. But further down, it adds some additional tips, which are helpful. And then it asked me if it could create any documents or tools for this team meeting. And I said, yes, can you create a task list template for us to use? And then here's the task list template that it generated for me, which was really, really helpful. So it has the task, the description, who it's assigned to, the deadline, the status, and the notes. And then it tells me how I can use this template, and then I can come in here and I can copy the template and move it into a doc or whatever format that we're using to take notes in and work collaboratively during that call. Again, all of the prompts that I used will be listed below this video. That way you can copy them and customize them for your needs. And just a reminder that ChatGPT isn't perfect. It makes mistakes a lot. So it's important that you go through and you check the information that it's generating for you, and that you don't just copy and paste and blindly use it, but that you come in here and that you customize it and that you double check that information is correct. So I hope you found this helpful and that you'll start using ChatGPT as your personal assistant to just help you save time, streamline your workflow, and really cut down on the time it takes to do some of these tasks like writing emails and generating meeting agendas.